regarding my probation contract I signed. I was wondering if you had any ideas on what shows to listen to, where Carl's talked about getting out of the contract that you got yourself into.
I have no idea which specific shows. I've got my notes on the different shows. I can go through there.
The only thing bad about getting out of the probation contract is when you do a contract and you want to hold it void, or you want to do void ab initio. Where were you at the moment, and you want to go back to where you were before you signed that contract? Where were you?
Yeah, I was in jail, but not for the reason. Not for that reason, though.
But you're going to have to go. I'm saying you're going to have to go back further than that. You're going to have to say they never had jurisdiction over you in the first place. You can't just, like I said to that man in Indiana.
Yeah,
Brian. No, that man, no. Greg.
Greg, yeah.
So they gave him his wish. I said, dude, if you keep pushing this and you're threatening them, if they don't do it, and do it now, take away this ankle bracelet and rescind the probation now and do it now. I said, do you understand what you're wishing for? You're wishing to go to jail for 3 years. Do you understand that? He's like, no, I just want this damn thing off me. I said, I have no idea what possessed you to put that paper into there. To deliver that to them. I told you not to do it. I said, here's the 3 pieces of paper. Why did you put a 4th one in? He said, well, I want this thing off now. And I mean now. I don't mean like your speed call in 72 hours. I mean instantly. I was like, ha, 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 ha. Dude, your wish, and they're gonna fulfill your wish. They're going to take that ankle bracelet off you. He said, good. I said, yeah. But you're going to see what's going to happen when they take it off. It's because they don't need it on your ankle anymore because you're sitting in jail. And boom, damned if he wasn't gone. And the next day or 2, he was gone. I said, oh, well, they granted your wish. You wish it to be removed? Your wish came true. They're only there to take care of the wish of man. Go ahead, you're a man, you make a wish? Good. Did you get your wish? Yeah. So I tell people all the time, be careful when you make a wish to the genie for $1 million. He'll give you $1 million worth of pennies, and he'll throw them on top of you. And you'll be on 10 tons of pennies on top of you. How are you going to breathe? But you got your wish. You got your $1 million. You just forgot to say how. And in what form. So you guys got to be careful what you wish for, what you demand of these servants. They'll give you what you wish for.
I went to probation last. Oh, sorry.
It's not so much probation, dude. It's the whole entire how you got there in the first place. They never had jurisdiction over the man because no man has ever come forward to make a claim you've done anything wrong. They never had jurisdiction over you.
Right.
Did you listen to the early part of the show when I said to Bali? We kept talking about crown, and I brought both courts into the court at the same time, into the courthouse at the same time.
Yes.
That's what you didn't do.
No.
You didn't bring
both. I wasn't expecting to. I didn't have any paperwork.
It doesn't matter. I don't know how to explain this to you. At all times, I'm prepared to move my court. At all times. I don't need paperwork. Anytime any public servant wants to make a claim, a complaint that I've done something wrong, I'm ready to move my court now. It's like, well, we're going to arrest you. Good, arrest me. They say, we're going to charge you with this. Good, charge me with this. And you're going to bring me to the magistrate. Good, bring me to the magistrate. Now, move your court, move your trial, and I mean now. No, that's not how we play this game. We arraign you, and you come back in 90 days, and you come back in a week. No, you said that I've done something wrong, right? You said that yes, okay, good. It's just like if I said to people a million times, say I said Gus did something wrong while he was at my house, and they find him halfway between here and New Hampshire and drag his ass back to Virginia. It's like, you say Gus did something wrong to you. Oh, yes, Gus did something wrong to me. And I'm ready to move the case and my trial and my evidence and my facts and my everything against him now. So they're going to bring him back and they're going to say, when are you ready to move the trial call? Right now. I got everything I need right now. Let's do this. Say, well, they found Gus in a stolen car. Good. I'm ready to move my claim and my complaint and my demand and everything. I'm ready to do everything now. What do you think? I'm going to say, well, let's arraign him in about 72 hours. So let me see if I could get a grand jury to indict him. Let's see if we'll wait about 6 months before I get my car back. No, I want my effing car and I want it now. So if they want to move a claim, a complaint, or something that you did something wrong, say fine, lovely. So I had popped my car, good. Arrest me, take me to the magistrate, and hold the trial now. I want to get this settled now. Not in 6 months, not in 6 years, and all you guys have no problem playing by their time frame, their time schedule. You guys don't seem to say, hey, wait a second. If somebody stole my car, say Gus stole my car, went back to New Hampshire, and they caught him before he made it over the border, dragged him, what do you think I'm going to prosecute him? I'm going to prosecute him as soon as that son of a bitch shows up back into this county. I'm going to be standing at the courthouse waiting for my damn car and to wait to see this son of a bitch. I'm not going to wait 6 months. I'm not going to say, oh, well, give me my property. If they really believe that you did something wrong, why wouldn't they want it and want execution of the debt now? Why wouldn't they want judgment now? Why are they dicking around for a year or two? Obviously, it's not that freaking important. So like I said, he's like, well, I didn't have anything written. I didn't know what. Dude, I don't need anything effing written. I'm telling you, man, they arrest me for something. I say, I want you to move your complaint against me now. Assemble a jury. Wake up the judge. Let's get the ball on a roll. Let's do this. Prosecute now. Not in 6 months, not in a year. You said I've done something wrong? Move it. Move your case. Move it now. Well, that's not how we do it. Good. And you know what? I'm going to move my court against you. Guess when? Now. And you move your claim against them. That man touched you. That man put your handcuffs on you, put you in the car. He ordered you, you followed compliance. I want to be compensated. When? Now. Just like the guy in Canada when he got arrested. What did he do? He got arrested on Saturday. Monday he came with the bill. When did he want them to pay him? Pay me now. And they dropped all the charges that they had against him. He said to me, well, now how do I collect the money? I said, I ain't teaching you how to collect the money. But no, you did a great job. You moved a claim against them now. Not in 6 months, not with 10,000 pieces of paperwork, not with all this crazy nonsense. What did you do? You handed him a bill. You said, okay, I carried out all the orders. When am I going to be paid? I want to be paid now. Like, what? I want to be paid now. Didn't I carry all this? Yeah. Okay, pay me. When? Now. And they're like, well, we're just going to drop the charges against you and have a nice day, sir. And he's like, Carl, they dropped the charges, but how do I get them to pay me now? I said, if I was you, I'd just be grateful they dropped the charges and go on. You're like, no, I want the $5,000 because I must be really rattling their cage because they just dropped everything. I said, yeah, you are rattling that cage. You did a hell of a great job. Now get on with your life. You're drunk. You're a drunk driver. Get on with your life. You're lucky you didn't kill nobody. So hopefully the next time a cop sees you driving down the road drunk, he's like, oh, not again, not this guy. Hopefully he'll just follow you till you hit a tree, and he'll put you in a body bag. He won't be stupid enough to arrest you. He'll just let you, he'll tell all the cops, hey, man, here comes that guy. Oh, what? Closing down the road. What? Yeah, it's only a matter of time before he hits a tree. But call up all our friends and family and tell them to stay off Highway 17 because here comes that drunk who charged me $5,000 for arresting him. We'll pull him over. Hell no. I'm just going to wait for him to crash and die. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to stick my neck out and try to help this guy again. F him. Just clear the road. Here he comes. But that's the whole thing, man. You don't need paper. You don't need all the stuff. You just know how to act like a man. So, just move your court now. Tell them to move their court now. You're ready. You're ready now. You're ready to answer anybody who's making a claim that you've done anything wrong. Cop arrests you. Say, hey, man, you got an affidavit to file of some man or woman who told you to stop my car and to take my pot out of my car because it's really theirs, because I stole it from them? No. Then what are you talking about? Well, you had pot in your car. Yeah, and it's my car. Optimum word, just like you said. It's my car. What were you doing in my car? Well, I'm an officer of the law. I don't care what you are. You're still a man. What are you doing in another man's car? Primary and foremost, you're a man. Your duty and obligation not to cause harm to your fellow man. Well, trespass on your fellow man. Did you walk into? Did you open up a man? Did you come into another man's car without his consent? Yeah. Well, then I'm going to hold you liable. And just because you can't say it as fast as me and do it as quick as me doesn't mean eventually you can't get it. Well, it depends if you know. But like I said, it depends on much you practice.
Well, now that I'm on probation and I signed that, and it's like I have to go back every month. I went a couple days ago and I saw my probation officer, and they still haven't tested me, and I paid $300. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is bullshit. This is a hindrance. This is not like what I don't want to. I want to go back and I want to have that trial that court that I wanted to bring into court, but I didn't do it at that time.
Right. So I guess you're going to have to open up a claim. I guess you're going to have to say to them, hey, you know what? I've never done anything wrong.
Karl, would it be effective for Mark to write a letter to the clerk and ask for a copy of the order against the man, not the person? No,
because he accepted the order. He actually wanted them to give it to him. I mean, he said that they threatened him. They said, well, if you don't do this, you'll sit in jail for another, 90 days.
Yeah, it was a month. Yeah.
Until your trial date. Yeah, until your trial date pops up, right? So, like I said, it's, and then like I said, when you said you'll sit in jail for another 90 days or whatever it was, 30 days. But like I said, that's all hindsight. That's all like saying, well, you should have done this. Like Monday morning quarterback. He should have thrown this. He should have done this. He should have moved the ball this way. What's that going to prove? You're not going to go back and it's in the same exact scenario. You're not going to do the same thing over and over. So you're like, well, what should have I done then? Dude, it doesn't matter. It's like, even me and Gus were saying that. You did what you did, and there's no sense bringing it up, because how is it going to make you feel good? So it's going to make you feel bad. If we say, well, you should have done this, you should have done this, you should have done this, that's playing, armchair quarterback. Like, were you there? Were you the one who was being threatened to be in jail for another 30 days? Was it you? No, it wasn't me. It wasn't Gus. So me and Gus just kept our mouths shut. We just said, look, he did what he had to do. I wasn't there. I don't know what he was being threatened with.
Yeah, I had made a promise to my ex-girlfriend that I wouldn't do that in court that day. I wouldn't do any of this stuff. So I kept my promise and I got out of there.
Yeah.
And now I don't want to do this probation anymore.
Yeah.
I don't see a benefit in it.
Well, then you got to start the trial from the beginning. You could just say, I was never given a trial, and I wish to have a trial.
To the clerk or to the judge?
Well, you're going to have to say it to the other. Well, you're going to have to put it into the court clerk. You're going to have to give it to the prosecutor as well. You're going to tell the prosecutor, say, I wish to have a trial.
Okay.
Say, I wish to have a trial. Thinking about it now that, I wish I had the ability to have a trial. And he's going to say, well, like I said, you got to be careful, because you're the one who already agreed to the terms and conditions of your release. Just like I told that guy in Indiana, you already agreed. I said, I don't see anybody else's name on his terms and conditions of your release, and I guarantee if you take a look at the terms and conditions of your release, there's nobody's name on it but yours.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee there's no. Yeah, I get you. It's not only you agreed to it. That's your wish. That's your wish list. That's what you wanted, not what anybody else wanted. You wanted it. You're the creator of the document.
Yeah, I didn't actually write it. He wrote it, and all I did was sign it.
Whoever signed, okay, did he sign it or did you sign it?
I signed it.
Did he sign it?
I don't remember. I don't have it with me.
Yeah, it's not a very important piece of paper. But I'm trying to tell you, I guarantee you signed it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever touches that paper last, it's 100% theirs. That is 100% yours. Nobody else has anything on there but you. Very, very simple contract law. Hot potato. The very last person to touch that paper and write something on it bears 100% liability. I don't know how to make it any clearer to you. You put a mark on that piece of paper. I don't care what piece of paper it is your baby. Fully liable. 100%. Not 50, not 99, not 1%. Full liability. Full. Simple basic contract law. You had the ability to modify that document. You chose to sign the document. You chose to bear liability. You could have modified it. You chose not to. Because you're probably afraid, well, if I did modify this contract, modify this document, the guy's going to keep me in jail. He's going to commit extortion. And he's going to say, you better sign it this way or I'm going to break your legs. And you said, oh, gee, he's going to break my legs. So like I said, again, it's playing armchair quarterback. Because it's like me saying, well, look, Carl, you didn't have the Gambino standing in front of your face inside of your restaurant saying we're going to burn this place down to the ground, and they had a cigarette lighter in one hand and a can of lighter fluid in the other hand. So for me to say, well, gee, you should have just let them burn your place down to the ground, I wasn't there. And that'd be pretty ridiculous for me to say, look, you weren't there, Carl, man. They had a can of lighting fluid in one hand and a match in another. What are they going to do? Let them burn my place down to the ground? No, I signed the damn thing. I understood that. Gus understood that. That's why we didn't give you no shit. We don't know what the hell you were looking at. We don't know how you felt. We don't know how you were feeling. We don't know if you were scared. We don't know what the hell was going on. So we're not going to say, you know what, next time they fucking have that cigarette lighter and tell them, go ahead, burn this effing place down to the ground. F you. And then when I burned it down to the ground, then you tell me and Gus, well, thanks for telling me to burn it down to the ground, because guess what? They burnt it down to the ground. Like I said, that's why you got to know how to handle this stuff from the get-go. You don't try to figure it out when you're in a cage. They already got you in a cage. What do you think they're going to do to you?
Right.
Say to people, it's a lot easier to do this, settle all this stuff before you go into the court, and it's a lot easier to settle all this stuff before you're in a cage. You're in a cage. However, you got to get out. I don't blame anybody.
The thing was, is I didn't even expect the marijuana to come up. I thought it was just going to be for my failure to appear.
Right, because like I said, it's like when you said to him, you said something about marijuana, and for some reason, you haven't made it crystal clear to the prosecutor, the judge. I have no marijuana. I have no pot. I have no cannabis sativas. I got nothing. I got no controlled substance. I've got medicine. Now, if anybody wants to say I had pot or marijuana or cannabis, let them take a fucking oath, put their hand on a fucking Bible, and swear that's what I have. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is call them out at any time from day one. That's all you had to do. Say, I have marijuana? Good. Are you going to swear that I have marijuana? Good. Are you going to swear that I am a man and not allowed to have marijuana? Good. When are you going to be able to take the witness stand and swear to that? Can you do it like in 20 minutes?